What is up guys, Zach here from the Chaos Galaxy, and today I'm going to be going through every single card in the new Planetary Collection Sindian booster set, which is this one. It does come as part of the larger Planetary Collection Sindian, but you can also buy them separately, and I'm going to be going through, that was upside down the whole time. I'm going to be going through the full 45 card set list today, showing you some cool reprints, some brand new cards, and the ridiculously rare version of the Chaos Beast that you can get, so that's very exciting. So we've got the pack art on screen here, and I'll get to the full set list. So, starting with card number 1, like all the Planetary Collections, we've got the Knight. Divinite, the Knight for the Planet Sindian, is card number 1 in this set, and card number 2 is the iconic Drangel, reprinted in rare form. Card number 3 is Elite Drangel in common form, and I actually think this card now has the highest stats on any common card in the game, which is quite cool. And then Drangeling, completing the Drangel archetype, apart from one more card you'll see later. Bogabooga plays a big part in the lore, so I thought I'd put him in the set as card number 5. Then Tonnex. Now this is a really good card that's not been reprinted since set 1, where it was a really rare. So he's now been downgraded to a rare, but he's a lot easier to get, and is a really good card. Ploob is a common. Dupab. Those are some set 2 cards. Then Shockerfly, this is on to set 3 now. Then we've got common copies of all the Ozos, some of which aren't for the planet Sindian, but they help with the overall Sindian strategy. And I think it's nice to throw in a few cards from other planets. So we've got Ozo Block, Ozo Bam, Ozo Kai, all as common, and then a common copy of Ozo, the Titan of Justice. Some really strong common cards in this set. We've then got Chorban Chariot as a rare. If you didn't know, this card at one point when set 3 came out had the highest power of any 4-star or lower card in the game. That's why it's got the rare status. Was a pretty legendary card back at the time. Kaleidoscope Warriors as a common. Gombajabble, a set 3 card that's been pretty overlooked until now, and it actually works quite well with some of the Shape Knight cards. Then the first really rare, this is a reprint of a set 5 card. I didn't want to put too many set 5 cards into this set because you get a set 5 pack if you get the full Planetary Collection Sindian. But Beast of the Conjurers is just a really strong card at the moment. It's only a rare in the original set it's in, and I thought its artwork is so cool, I wanted to give it an upgrade. The first really rare of the set, and when it's played you add a zone to your planet, when it's killed you add another zone, so it's just good stuff non-stop with this card. Then we've got Bugonk as a rare, the Ancient Utopianon as a common, Purgator. Now we've got a few Sindel cards in the deck because although the planets are like enemies and opposites, there's a lot of crossover between them. You know, there's a fine line between love and hate. So there's a few Sindel cards in the Sindian Planetary Collection. So we've got Purgator, which works directly with the planet Sindian, being able to double its power and health. This was actually part of a problematic, not problematic, it was a really cool one-turn kill strategy where you could take this card's ability and give it to something like Omnius that has 500 power, so that could attack twice and you get 10 points and do that twice and it's game over. But that's another combo to fully go into in another video if you don't know about it. But Dark Drangel, another Sindel card but works with the Drangel archetype, so obviously I had to put him in. Then for the Combiner, I wanted to put a Combiner in this set, but there isn't really a strong enough one for the planet Sindian, but the Horde from Who Knows Where is a really cool card that works really well with the planet. Basically, when this dies as a Combiner, it comes back as 2 separate creatures that come from your home planet. So it gets to respawn itself as 2 separate Sindian creatures, and because Sindian's the planet of sort of unity and teamwork and all the creatures, and you having lots of creatures on board all working together, the Horde from Who Knows Where being able to become 2 separate creatures works well for that strategy. Then that's it for the reprint creatures of the set. All the brand new cards are right at the end. So we've got Tower of Drangel as the first resource, Divine Doom reprinted as a rare, Forces of Justice as a common, let's go with the Ozos, 2-star Temple as a common, Star Mosaic, Angel Spacecraft, which was a contest winner that's pretty hard to get your hands on until now, designed by Chan Xavier, Conjuring Hat Cupboard from set 4, Copex Helmet. Now this is again a contest winner by Barry McKay, one of the coolest contest winners we've ever had in terms of ability, because this is the card that lets you steal an ability from one of your zoned creatures. This is where you take Purgator's ability to double its power and then attach it to an Omnius to double its power instead, giving it 1000 power. Cloud Cells. This goes with the new Shape Knight cards that I'll get into soon. Warphole Jetpack is a common, really strong card. It's currently only allowed 1 copy in each of your galaxies because it's on the ban list. Pentaplanter, Planetary Field, another great reprint, as a common, a staple in any deck pretty much. And that's the final non-new card. So The first new card, I'm really, really pleased with this one. We're jumping straight in with a really rare called Light Beam Rider. He's a really cool artwork. It's kind of a different, like, sort of space age take on Sindian, rather than like a sort of angelic, almost like a Renaissance type character. But he's got 310 power, 270 health. Really wanted to pull him in my video because he looks so cool, but didn't manage to get him in my pack opening. And if you have a zoned Sindian creature, you can cosplay it for only 3 stars, so you'd normally be 7. And then once a turn, you can have one zoned creature permanently lose 100 power and health for each of your zoned Sindian creatures. So if you've already got a zoned Sindian creature, you can play this guy for 3 stars. If you reduce something's health by 200, you can get over any card in the game. The highest power on a card printed is 500. So Light Beam Rider you can take out an Omnius or like any of the Chaos Beasts. Really, really strong card. And I think he's just what Sindian needs because they don't really have many big hitters. So he's really, really fun. Really think he's going to be a strong card for the planet. And then we got a Squaz. I've shown you this guy's artwork already. But this is Angel Squaz. 100 power and 50 health. He's weak, but all the Squazes are until you get to their abilities. And after he's killed by an opponent's attack, you can add a Galaxy creature to your hand that comes from your planet and has 120 or less power. So you can go out searching all your little Sindian creatures, or you can search another copy of himself if you want, or most of the other Squazes. It's quite a fun card. We're then onto the Shape Nouts. Now I've done a full in-depth video on these guys. If you want to check that out, there'll be a link in the description. But they're basically an archetype of like shape-themed gladiators, and their stars are all equal to the number of sides they have, and they sort of start with Lionel, who's the basic one-sided shape. He's a line, so he's got 1 star, and when your turn begins, if he's killed, you can keep free playing him back every turn. So although he's really weak with only 10 power and health, he does help out your stronger Shape Knights, like the next one, which is Trongulon, who's got 3 stars, like a triangle has 3 sides, and his power becomes 30 times its stars. So the more sides the Shape Knights have, the more power they get. And then when he's played, you get to sacrifice a weaker Shape Knight, like a Lionel, from your galaxy to add a stronger Shape Knight, like some of the next ones, from your galaxy to your hand. So after Trongulon, we've got Squorn, who's the square with 4 sides, and his power's 40 times his stars. And once a turn, you can kill a zoned creature with stars equal to or lower the combined stars of all your zoned Shape Knight creatures, and you then have to kill a zoned Shape Knight card. So he can kill himself, but you're going to be comboing them off with each other, and it'll be really strong. So getting into the larger shapes now, we've got Hexator, who gains 60 power times its stars, so 360 base power. And you can kill a zoned Shape Knight to free play him, so the 6 stars don't even matter. You can just bypass that straight away. And he's a rare. And then we're getting to the big boy, Octorius, the really rare. Really sad I didn't pull him in a pack. But his power becomes 80 times his stars. But kind of ignore the 8 stars, because after you play him, his stars become 1. And then he gains 1 extra star for each of your killed Shape Knight creatures. So he's going to be a really good end game card. And then once a turn, you get to gain stars equal to his own stars. So once he's on the field and you've got a lot of killed Shape Knights, it's pretty hard for you to lose from that point. He's going to have such high power, you're going to be getting so many stars every turn, you just build up so much momentum and overpower your opponent, which is kind of how Sindian should play the game. Then we've got Polygrand, Arena of the Shape Knights. And when you play this card, you get to add a 6-star or lower killed Shape Knight back to your hand. And whilst this is in play, all your zone Shape Knight creatures gain 2 stars. So all your shapes are gaining an extra 2 sides. They're all going to be gaining a power boost from that, and their abilities are going to be stronger as well. So that's only a common. And then there's 2 cards left to show you in the set. A lot of the set exclusives are taken up by the Shape Knights because they're such a cool archetype. I really wanted to fill them out in the set. But we've got the moon for the planet Sindian. Most of the planets have moons now, which is pretty cool, but we've got Utapar, the Sindian moon. As you can see, it's like a crescent moon that sort of makes a smiley face with these twinkling stars, and we've got a little Drangel flying around the moon here, and some nice heavenly pools of water that are adding to the peaceful heavenly vibe of Sindian. But this reads, attach only to the planet card Sindian, and then once a turn you can free play a handed Sindian creature which has fewer stars than 1 zoned Sindian creature. So if you've got a 7-starred Sindian creature in play and a 6-star or lower Sindian creature in hand, just play it for free. And that card you just played is unaffected by activators till the end of the turn. Really, really strong. I think this is going to be a really good card for helping give Sindian that board presence, because it is currently one of the weakest planets in the game. So just giving it that that sort of presence on the field, which is what it needs, I think, to be a stronger planet. And then the final card, we've got the ridiculously rare for the set, which is the reprint of one of my favourite Chaos Beasts, STALIUS of Sindian. 330 power, 470 health, 9 stars, looks so good and ridiculously rare. And this card cannot be free played, and if Sindian is your planet card, he gains 100 power. And if this zoned creature is killed, you free play one of your killed Sindian creatures, and that's any of them. That can be any of your Shape Knights, a Drangel, whatever you want, just get it back. And that is the full set. Let me know what you think of the new cards. I really love Lightbeam Rider. I think he's my favourite. But there's a lot of cool reprints in here too, so let me know which cards you're looking forward to pulling if you get your hands on some packs. And if you want to check out the counterpart Planetary collection for the planet Chaos, there's a full similar set list video for that in the description. And thanks for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe. Follow me on Instagram at Chaos Galaxy TCG. These cards are now live in the game, so if you want to play using them, you can go to the Chaos Galaxy Discord, where there's ways to teach you how to play the game online for free. And there's a really nice community on there too. So join the Chaos Galaxy Discord. Follow me on Instagram. Get your hands on some packs if you want to support the game. Like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.